It's been 3 years. Let's do some makeup. So I know that I haven't posted a YouTube video in 3 years. That is not what we're here to talk about. Not today, at least, but I'm here to do my makeup because I've had like 3 of my friends request that I do this, and apparently all it takes is 3 people asking me to do something, and I'll do it. Because I'm pretty sure the last time I posted a video, I said like 3 to 4 people asked me to do it, and that's why I did it. Something like that. I'm making a new video. Wow. Wow, a lot of people have spoken to me about the fact that I haven't been making videos. A lot has changed. I don't look the same. I feel like I don't sound the same. And I feel like I don't act the same to an extent. But again, we're just here to do makeup. This is gonna be a very chill, nonchalant, if you will, video where I do my makeup and I talk about it. And if that's not the vibe that you were looking for, if that's not what you expected when you clicked on this video, I'm so sorry. And I respect your decision not to watch it. But this is just how I've been doing my makeup recently. I really like it, and some of my friends like it too, and I wanted to show them how to do it. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing the exact makeup look that I had on yesterday when my friends told me they wanted a tutorial to give the most accurate result. In general, routine stays the same. The only thing that I might change every now and then, obviously, is kind of eyeshadow. I've been doing the same eyeliner for 10 years, so nobody's gonna be kind of interested in the eyeliner. I feel that's my personal opinion. So step number 1, get your hair out of your face. Step number 2, actually this might actually be your step number 1. My bad. They say the trick to good makeup is moisturizer. I don't use anything fancy. I literally just use this CeraVe. I call it CeraVe. I just use this moisturizer and it has some SPF in it, and I mix a little bit of this e.l.f. Skin Sun Touchable Wow Glow Broad Spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen. Say that 5 times fast. But anyway, I just mix these 2 together. I do like 3 to 4 pumps of this and like a little bit of this, because this is actually too dark for my complexion. I didn't know that until I ordered it. I just wanted a little something to kind of, again, give the glow. After you've done that, I like to do my eyeshadow primer. I just use like a little baby amount. Also, I'm really not used to doing my makeup on camera. Oh, I should tell you the product I'm using. I'm already doing bad. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. And as you could maybe assume, I get it at Ulta Beauty. And this will last you a long time. I do my makeup like almost every day, and this tube has lasted me a very long time. I love this. I feel like it works. I'm not really sure. It works for me. I don't know if this is controversial or not. I've seen people do their foundation before their concealer. I do my concealer before my foundation, and the reason for that is I use a powder foundation. I'll get into that in a minute. But I feel like using a powder foundation and then putting like a liquid contour over that. So doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. So I will do my contour. It's not contour. I will do my concealer. Have I been saying contour this whole time? I really hope not. I'm gonna watch that back and be like embarrassed if I've been saying contour. I do my concealer. Hello? I do my concealer before I do my foundation. This one is the Maybelline. It just says Maybelline. I know there's more information to it than that, but it's the Maybelline concealer. I know it's shade Fair. It's pretty light. I have seen videos of like where people put this, but I kind of, and I tried to follow that, but I also I'm not gonna lie, I do put it willy-nilly. I put it willy-nilly. There's really no rhyme or reason for where I put this. I have very, very oily skin, and so I kind of put it wherever I know is gonna get like shiny, which is really the entire face. So I could just put it everywhere. But alas, that seems like overkill. I'm gonna wait like 30-ish seconds while this just sits on my face, because I don't know, that's what I was told. So I do as I'm told. Okay, it's been 30-ish seconds, and now you're gonna take your dirty beauty blender, and it's so important that it's dirty. That's a lie. I did not clean any of my brushes or things to show you this, and that's just me being real. I didn't wet it, it's just dry, so I just bounce it on the skin, bounce it on the face, bounce, and blend it in as good as you can. So you just kind of like bounce around your entire face. You just keep bouncing. And just when you think you've bounced enough, you're gonna wanna bounce a little bit more until you kind of blended it. But if somebody maybe looked at you really close up, they would be like, you didn't blend your concealer all the way, and you'd be like, yeah, I know, I just like was bouncing it and then I got distracted and I stopped. You just want to keep going. My lips are chapped. Just trigger warning. They are chapped. I usually have such a superiority complex about like my lips not being chapped. I usually will make fun of people for having chapped lips. And then I became somebody who let their lips be chapped. And it's crazy. It's crazy how fast the night changes. One Direction. I know some people put concealer on their eyelids because I think that they use it as eyelid primer, but I already like my eyelid primer, so I'm not gonna be doing that. I think we bounced enough. Okay, my concealer is done, and now we're gonna kind of take a step in a different direction. I'm gonna start on my eyes. I finish the face makeup second. I focus on eyes first usually. So we're gonna do that. I'm probably not gonna be giving you brush names. I don't really know. I do have 2 newer brushes that I will be able to tell you what they are. But as far as like this one that I've just, this does it all. For me, this does it all. This is all I need. And I love this brush. I don't even know where it's from. There's no name on it at all. I can't remember. It was probably a gift. It was probably a part of a set. It probably had siblings at one point. And now it doesn't. For eyeshadow today, I'm gonna be using the Everyday Faves. Again, another Ulta palette. I've been very boring recently, so I don't do anything interesting. Oh, sorry, I should be showing you the shades. They don't have shade names. I'm just going into this white shade, and it came broken, and I was too scared to send it back. Honestly, I'm not gonna be doing anything interesting. I'm gonna be doing this white shade. I really need to like focus. I really need to focus on what I'm doing and what I'm saying. Get it together. So I'm just going in with this white shade all over the lid. There's no technique here. And if you think there is, I fooled you. There's no technique. I'm just putting that all over the lid, babe. All over the lid. The entire thing. We're going everywhere. And yeah, I just do that. And then I'm gonna go in with this shimmery shade on top. Ooh. Why is my hand shaking? Maybe I should wait until it's not shaking. Anyway, I'm gonna be going in with this shimmery shade on top, and you're gonna slather that all over your eye. You're just gonna whoop, whoop, whoop. Do you see? All over your eyeball. My dog is having a moment, I guess. Are you okay? If he starts barking at squirrels, we're gonna have to take an intermission because it really bothers me when he does that. Anyway, you're just gonna slather that on your eye. The camera is not picking it up in the way that I want it to. I'm getting really, really close to you. How do you feel about this? We're still going. You probably thought we were done, but we're not. We're still going with it. And I've just, yeah. Now, once that's all over your eyelid, like covered and, you know, into the crease there a little bit, that's how you know you're done with the eyeshadow. We're not done. So once you're done with that, from here, I like to go onto brows. And this is how I've been doing my brows lately. As you can see, I don't really have eyebrows. They're not a prominent feature on my face. They're kind of hardly there. I have a whisper of eyebrow. Just a whisper. So I have to draw them on. I have to fake having eyebrows. And I've been using the Benefit Gimme Brow Plus. There's a plus sign. I feel like these have kind of helped me grow eyebrow hair, as I just got done saying that I have eyebrows. What shade is this? 5? 5. And we just kind of like slather her on there. I've never really worried about my eyebrow shape before. Like I said, I hardly grow hair, so whatever shape they just naturally are is kind of how I keep them. Like I'll tweeze the center, sure, but I kind of let them do whatever they want to do. That's the kind of parent that I am. Kind of let them do whatever they want to do. We're just lightly going in and we're filling. I have another brow product actually, so I'll bring that up later, but how these look right now kind of doesn't really matter because I put another darker product over them. That's fine. Is it good? Not really. I mean, not really, but like I said, I go back in later and fix them a little bit more. As you can see, she's kind of coming together. And then from here, I like to go into my eyeliner. For eyeliner, I've been using this e.l.f. liquid eyeliner for years. Like, years. When it comes to my eyeliner, I really just say a quick prayer and I just hope for the best. And at this point, it's muscle memory for me. I've been doing this eyeliner for 10 years. So it's muscle memory. I don't really have a technique. If you're looking for one, this is the wrong place to be looking. I start on the lid and I don't go all the way into the corner. Like I just go right there. I used to do the entire, I don't know, do you call that a lash line? I used to do the entire thing. And I found that looks really harsh on my eye. And it's not my vibe anymore. Okay, we got a little something going and she's not bad. And at this point, before I fix anything about it, I like to go and I like to do the other side. Okay. Oh my god. I always look so uncomfortable doing my left eye, and it's because I am uncomfortable doing my left eye. Another thing is my eyes are like two different shapes. So the eyeliner always looks slightly different, even if I'm like really perfect, even if I do a really, really good job. It's always slightly different because one of my eyes is football, the other one is round. That's something for sure. And from here, I kind of just fill in. Wherever I see an inconsistency, I'm seeing a lot of inconsistency. I'm seeing a lot of inconsistency right now. So I'm gonna go in and fix that. I've been recording for over 20 minutes. Ooh. Okay. Oh. I've done like a little bit of an uh-oh in my opinion, but I can recover from it. I can recover from this. Do you guys think I should start gua shawing? I have the world's like softest jawline. I don't know how to do it though, so. Okay. Really, my eyeliner is just a lot of this. A lot of little movements, just desperately trying to get them to match. That's really not bad. Like they're like second cousins. I'm kind of fine with how they look. I don't really care. So let me just finish the last touch-ups and then we'll move on with our lives. Okay. Okay, so now I'm fine with how those look. It's just fine. They're gonna do some mascara. So I've been using a combination of the I need a new mascara. I need a refill. The Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High in this cute little pink tube. And the Maybelline Lash Sensational. These are like clearly a little bit old because I can't even read that at the bottom. Whatever, you can see the tube. You can see the tube. This doesn't really matter. I didn't realize that they were sisters. Why do they kind of look like my sister and I? Like this one's me and this one's Grace. Does that make sense? Anyway, I start with this one, and again, I really desperately need to buy new ones because they're kind of old, they're kind of dried up, and they're kind of crusty. And they're not working at like full effect. Usually, like they're gonna be like 1/4 of a sleigh today, but usually they're at least like half of a sleigh. I can do fractions. Maybe I shouldn't show you how I'm doing my mascara, because it's not good. Like, honestly, it's not. Like, I'm not proud of what I'm showing you right now. Oh, and then I'll move on to the other one, the Me. I don't curl my lashes because I'm afraid of eyelash curlers. I've always been like a little bit scared of them. I'm afraid of ripping my eyelashes out. I'm actually afraid of tearing off my entire lid, to be frank. So I don't use an eyelash curler. And maybe my lashes would look better if I did, but I don't. And I also don't use fake eyelashes because, like, I don't know. I guess laziness. I guess, like, not wanting to learn a new skill. I mean, this makeup look that I'm showing you anyway, it's taken me years. Oh, you can kind of see her now. She's kind of starting to come alive. I use a blush now. We're gonna get into it. I use a blush now. I never thought I would use a blush. So I've made strides. We're gonna come back to the lashes. They kind of need to just sit and they kind of need to like absorb what I've done currently. So we're gonna come back to it and we're gonna go on to my next step, which is my hands are sweaty. Blush is what I do next. So I've been using this, I might say it wrong, I'm sorry, Juvia's Place? Juvia's Place? And this, listen, there's so much in here. There's so much product in here, and it is so pigmented. So be aware of that. And I'll say be aware of that, and I will not be aware of it myself. Like, this is going to look really crazy. This is one of those trust the process moments. You know, when an influencer looks crazy and they're like, trust the process. This is one of those moments. You're just gonna have to trust me in what I'm doing. So I go in and I just smear that crap, like, all over. Oh, and back to what I was saying about how I, like, would never use blush for forever. Like, I would not use blush. It's because I have, like, I'm naturally red. Like, I'm naturally a tomato. I have very pinky red undertones. I don't know if you would call it rosacea. I'm actually not really sure what rosacea is. I constantly look embarrassed. I mean, I kind of constantly am embarrassed, but I constantly look embarrassed. It's kind of giving, like, I have a secret. I'm actually really, really proud of myself. I did not put like a crazy amount on today. Yesterday was bad. Yesterday I used way too much. Anyway, I kind of constantly always look like a little bit embarrassed. So I never thought that I would use blush because I'm like, why would I want to add more redness? But I get it now. You know, using spit instead of chapstick. I get it now. I understand the girls who use blush now because, like, I've figured it out and it's cute now. By the way, I used the e.l.f. Angled Blush brush. You are not going to be able to see a thing that I show you. That's why I'm verbalizing it too. This is the brush that I just used. My nose is kind of running. Also, I'm just gonna expose myself for a second. I used to have 2 nose rings. I don't know if you remember. I used to have 2 nose rings, but I took the other one out and now there's just like a gaping hole in the side of my nose. Nobody tells you that. Nobody tells you that. Yeah, I had people tell me. Anyway, okay, moving on. So what I do next is my foundation. Now we're gonna have a little chat about my foundation. So one of the reasons why I haven't used foundation in a long time before this is because I have really oily skin. It's bad. Like, it's bad. Anytime I would put on liquid foundation, I would feel like the peanut butter baby. And I hope you know what I'm talking about. I will reference it right here. I felt like the peanut butter baby anytime I tried, and I tried lighter ones. I've tried BB creams. I think BB creams are okay for me, but it's still not great. I've tried. And then I found out that powder foundation is a thing. and my life changed forever. This is my testimony. This is the IT Cosmetics, I need to read it. The IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Airbrush Perfecting Powder in shade Light. Actually, unfortunately, we have Jen to thank for this. Not this product, but for me discovering IT Cosmetics. I have really big pores. I don't know if you've noticed when I've like gotten in your face. I don't know if you've noticed that I have big pores. I've been told that before, by the way, by people who are like not really my friends. So I've been told that I have big pores and I'm okay with that. But my mom got me this other like pore something powder from IT Cosmetics, and she surprised me with it, and I saw that it was for pores, and I was like, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? She's like, you know, like, and I'm like, oh, my giant gaping pores. Okay, thank you. But anyway, she is to thank for me finding this brand, because that powder actually was like really, really great. And then I found this foundation. So I start on my forehead, and I just, look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Do you see? I feel like it looks good. If at any point, I'm gonna be so sad if somebody's like, actually this makeup routine of yours is not monumental and it actually really sucks and you're using all the products wrong. That would actually make me really sad, but I also wouldn't really care. So remember that before you try to comment something. And I kind of focus on the areas that don't have the blush first, because I'm going to dirty the brush. Not dirty the brush, it's already dirty, but it, like, the blush stains the brush after I go in, and I'm trying to keep the blush to the areas. My hair's getting in the way. Okay. Do I feel like I've covered everything? Kind of. But also kind of not. Okay, so I've covered everything but the blush. I'm gonna go over the blush with this powder foundation to kind of tone it down a little bit, because she's a little strong for me. She's like a little too pigmented for me. Like I said, I'm still kind of like insecure about blush because I already have a red face and I don't really want people to be more aware of that than they already are, you know what I mean? Okay, so like still pinky, still peachy, but not quite like as in your face. I need to like kind of fix her a little bit more. One sec. And like in my sideburns, it's like always gonna be kind of blushy. And I think it looks really good. Like I feel like it slays, but we're not done yet. We're not done yet. So now we're gonna go in with this Laura Mercier pressed powder. It's like the translucent shade. And then you're gonna take another Dirty Beauty blender. I mean, you could use the same one, honestly. I use like a different one for the powder. And then I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna like cake that into all the areas that I had concealer to kind of not only control oil, but brighten again. So we're just going in. Just tap it in. Just tap it in. So I think everybody has different goals when it comes to like what they're looking for when they do makeup. Some people want to look like really sculpted. Personally, I don't really worry about that. Like would I like to know how to contour? Probably. But I'm fine with my, you know, round doll-esque face. I don't really care that much. My goal is, when I do my makeup, is like I want to look airbrushed. I want to look like, I want to look smooth. And she looks smooth. Like, you can't tell me that this is not smooth. I should get a highlighter. I don't have one right now, but if you have a recommendation, please leave it down in the comments below. By the way, if you're, you know, an oily queen like me, and you have to worry about like your face getting shiny, this is a great powder, but like you can always touch up throughout the day with this powder. Yeah, I mean, that's immaculate. That's like immaculate. I don't know a lot of things, but I know that. That's immaculate. So I'm just knocking the powder back into its container. Whew. I waste a lot of product just by being careless. I got powder on my shirt. Okay, so we're very close to being done. We're very close to being done. Now, like I said, we're gonna retouch up those brows. I didn't realize it until I had to talk about it right now, but I use a lot of Maybelline products. The Maybelline Express Brow Fast Sculpt Mascara. That's what we're using right now. And this is like a very dark brown. I'm pretty sure it's blackest. No, it's black brown. It's black brown. And then I just go in and I do this because, well, one, I want them to be a little bit darker. And two, you know, I've just used like 5 pounds of powder on my face, and that's probably light into my brows a bit. So we just go in. And again, I didn't really worry about the fill of them earlier, but we can go in and we can fix the fill right now. I've been using this product for a while. I just saw it in Target one day, and I was like, that's the one. We'll use her. I feel like that is how I discover a lot of the products. Oh wow. That's good for me. That's fine for me. I'm not really focusing on perfection. I'm not really focusing on that. I'm focusing on just the general vibe I get. And then I am going to be a little annoying for a second, and I'm gonna try to fix my eyelashes a little bit, but I'm not gonna bore you with that, so I'm not gonna show you, but I'm just gonna go in with those same products and try to, like, I don't know, make them look a little bit better. I mean, that kind of did something that kind of helped. They look a little more lashy now. So one of the last things we have to do is set our face. So I just use, most of this is drugstore. It's a good mix of drugstore products and Ulta products. But I use the NYX Matte Finish. Sorry, I can't read apparently. Matte Finish setting spray, and it says up to 16 hours. It's okay, it's fine. I don't really venture outside of what I know, and I really have been using this setting spray since like high school. So I don't really, it's fine. I'm sure there's better ones. And if you have a better suggestion, let me know. But I'm gonna go spray my face and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and this is how we're looking. Pretty good, I have to be honest with you. I had to go grab a lip product because I keep most of my lip products just in my purse. I don't keep them in my makeup bag. This is kind of my go-to look. My toxic trait is I will use one lip liner for every lip look. I usually go like more towards red and like berry shades than like pink or nude. I don't really use pinks or nudes. This is the REM Beauty lip liner. It's kind of stained. I don't know what shade it is, so I'm gonna have to look that up for you, and then I'll put it right here. But that's the lip liner that I use. And then I religiously use this Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. It's in shade MI Kiss. As you can see, I'm almost out of it. This really is like very everyday for me. I'm actually not great at lips. I kind of just wing it, but here we go. I don't try to do anything fancy. Like I don't try to overline. I don't try to like whatever. Basically, because I'm afraid of messing up and looking really stupid. So I just really try hard to trace like what we got going on naturally here. And you know what? That's like vaguely correct. I see where there are imperfections in what I've just done, but I'm choosing to ignore it and I'm choosing to move on anyway, so we're just gonna put the lipstick over it and call it a day. Call it a day, call it a slay. And that's good enough for me. I saw this TikTok of this girl saying like, you don't want your lipstick to look perfect because then it looks like you just left the house and you like had nothing else to do and you know, perfectly threw yourself together and like you're not busy and you're not like girl bossing and like whatever. So you want your lipstick to look a little messy. And I took that to heart. I took that personally because I'm like, perfect girl. And then I always look like I have, you know, something to do. I always look like I've been somewhere. It's like she was talking to me. Perfect. Anyway, so this is the finished look. I think it's really cute. I think it's really good. I am really proud of myself for putting this together because it's been years. It's been years in the making, but I feel like it looks really, really good. And I'm happy with it. I'm gonna go show you it in like more direct sunlight. I mean, I'm in direct sunlight anyway, but I'm gonna get a little closer to the window to give you like a better final look. Here it is. Do you like it? Do you like the flowers right there? Anyway, I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you still love me, and I hope that you don't hate me, and I might see you again soon. Or I might not, or it might be 3 more years. The next vlog could be like me as a mother, who knows, but yeah, thanks for hanging out.